Natasha, how did you use media technologies in the production, research, planning and evaluation stages?
To enable me to make a realistic and authentic music video, I had to do extensive research and planning prior to filming. All my research and planning was recorded on my blog, using the website Blogger. I use Blogger because it is a clear and effective way of recording my posts. Blogger is also effective for the presentation of posts, so I was able to add photos and embed videos and clips. This made the blog more exciting. For my research and planning, I used several different types of media to have a variety of digital technology. I used a presentation website, Prezi, to create slideshows for costumes and locations. This meant I could add photos and import various forms of files into the presentation, including music, etc. Another website I used was SlideShare. This is where I also constructed presentations to present other forms of research and planning. I used this website to show a variety of presentation techniques. I used the application SurveyMonkey to create a survey of questions to figure out my target audience. I used this application because I was able to embed the survey directly into my blog, and I could post the survey up on Twitter and Facebook to guarantee I would receive plenty of response. YouTube was also a massive part of my coursework, but also the entire process, but especially in the research stage. I used YouTube to watch existing country pop/pop music videos and analyse a handful for various micro-elements. I also used YouTube to view audience comments on various pop videos. I did this so that I get an idea of my target audience's demographics. Once I found the relevant comments, I took a selected screenshot of them and posted them up on my blog. I visited the BBC website to check the weather forecast for the days we were filming to make sure that the weather was appropriate for our filming. Whilst regarding locations for our music video, I used the HD camera to take high quality photos of various possible locations and post them up onto the blog to analyse. Another website that was very useful was Media Shack. This is where I found various album digipacks that I could analyse to help construct my own Pop Princess digipack. To make sure it's possible to use our desired location for filming our music video, we emailed the lady in charge at Orleans House to ask for permissions. We received several responses and were granted permission, however we were not able to film at the chosen location. Whilst trying to research into our target audience, I used a website named Quantcast. This website gave me information on various artist demographics. I researched artists like Taylor Swift and Miley Cyrus and found out audiences' ages, gender, interests, etc. The website also presented graphs and pie charts of audience statistics, so I took several screenshots of these and posted them up onto my blog. This was very helpful. To make sure that I got the correct and most authentic font for my artist's name and digipack, I used the website Defont to research various fonts. On this website, I was able to type in the artist's name and preview what it would look like in the different fonts. This enabled me to whittle it down to a few possibilities. When we were choosing our song, my immediate instinct was to use my iPhone app, SoundCloud. This is where many unsigned artists present their music. Finally, after listening to several different songs, we chose our song Falling Hard. We contacted the artists through SoundCloud as I had already got an account with them. We then downloaded the MP3 of our song into iTunes, and from there I embedded it into a post on my blog. I watched many different tutorials on YouTube to learn how to edit the music video once we had filmed, and read articles online of various editing techniques. We used HD cameras to film our music video to get as high quality shots as we possibly could. Using HD cameras also made it easier zooming in and out and reduce excessive pixelation. We made sure the colour, saturates and sound setting of the camera was set to the desired setting. The image stabilisation setting on the camera made it easy to keep a steady shot. We used a tripod and dolly to assist us with our shots to gain professional footage. We played the music through my iPhone from SoundCloud to help our artists lip sync to the specific sections of the song. We then uploaded all our footage onto the Apple iMacs by connecting the camera into the Mac via the USB cable. We then used the log and transfer option of Final Cut Express to upload all our data into Final Cut so we could edit the footage. We then imported our song into Final Cut via iTunes and placed the song at the bottom reel on the Final Cut Express. We then began ordering our performance footage and making sure they were all in the correct position for the song and lip syncing. We used the razor blade tool to cut our shots to the desired length. Once all of our shots were the correct length and in the correct position for the lip syncing, we began adding our narrative shots and cutting them accordingly. Once we had all of our shots in place, we started editing individual shots. We used split screen shots at the beginning to create 4 different shots of our artist, sitting, walking, singing. We did this by placing each shot in a different play reel, one shortly after the other to have them playing one after the other. We added cross dissolves between each shot, but overlapped the cross dissolves to the previous shot to create a shadow effect. We also changed the colour in various shots so that shots didn't jump from light to dark. We did this by going to colour filter option and playing around with the brightness, saturation, hue, contrast and sharpness. We added cross dissolves between various shots, however we wanted our transitions to have different effects, so we clicked on the specific cross dissolve and selected the video transition option in Final Cut Express. We then selected dissolve and tried out various dissolve transitions. These included fade in, fade out, additive dissolve, dither dissolve, fade to black, etc. We selected the transitions we wanted and lengthened them or cut them to the desired length. Every time we added effects to our video, we had to render it to enable the video to play. To do this, we went to the option Modify and selected Render All or Render Selection, depending on the size of the section we needed to render. We created a digipack and magazine advert to publicise our artists. We did this using Photoshop on the Apple iMacs. Firstly, we took a large number of photos with the HD cameras of our artists in various locations. This meant the shots were of high quality and easy to upload via the USB cable to our blog and directly into Photoshop. To create our digipack, we set up a blank canvas, square canvas, and selected the correct dimensions of a CD digipack cover. We chose a photo for our front cover, back cover, and 4 inlays. For our front cover, we wanted to have the background in black and white and our artist in colour. To do this, we added a new layer by going to Layer and Add Layer. We then selected the new layer, Layer 1, and dragged it to the new layer icon. This made a copy of Layer 1. We then had background, Layer 1, and Layer 1 copy. We highlighted the Layer 1 copy and clicked on the new adjustment layer and selected Hue, Saturation. We dragged the saturation slider all the way to the left to make the picture black and white. We then selected the option layer at the top of the Photoshop toolbar and clicked Merge Down. We then again selected Layer and clicked Layer Mask and Reveal All. This enabled us to select a paintbrush tool of desired size and colour and paint on the picture wherever we wanted to preserve colour. This then left us with our artist in colour and background in black and white. We then imported text which we got from Dafont for her name and the album title and changed the colour accordingly. We edited our inlays and back cover using similar conventions and techniques, and one of our inlays imported a new layer of text over the top of the existing image. The text was our song lyrics, which we wrapped around the photo of our artist. We added all the legal jargon on the back cover of our digipack and added a barcode for authenticity. We plan to market our video by uploading it onto YouTube and showing it at our weekly assembly to sixth form students on Monday. This is a really useful aspect of our audience feedback, as we aim to hand out a questionnaire at the end which will be filled in and returned to us to help us figure out what can be improved and what's successful about a video for evaluation.